Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Better Call Saul Season 3, Episode 4. Jimmy and Kim are going to be teaming up against Chuck and is it Ray?
Hey.
I
think.
It's a weird name, but anyway.
Anyway, against Chuck.
Yeah, they're gonna fight this. Jimmy's not gonna plead guilty and risk losing his law license. He's gonna fight it, and I hope he wins. But you know, the strain that's gonna come from it, either on Jimmy and Chuck's relationship and potentially Jimmy and Kim's relationship. I mean, it's gonna be inevitable, isn't it?
Well, I think where Chuck is willing to go, it's limited, right? And although he knows Jimmy's always willing to go that next level. He's willing to step over the red tape and rip it off, as we've seen. And Chuck's just not willing to do that, like, for the most part. So, at the end of the day, I do see Jimmy getting out of this. But like you said, the strain is just going to remain.
Mike and Gus are also furthering their campaign together. We don't know exactly what kind of deal they've struck, but it involves taking down Hector.
Yeah.
And we saw Hector's boys and his truck get, I don't know, not impounded, but like taken by the cops, I guess. So they found out for the drugs they were smuggling. Mm-hmm. Hector's going to be pissed. I hope we get to see his reaction again.
I hope so, because it's great seeing him angry.
Yeah, and then obviously we were sort of foreshadowed that they were losing that route because we saw the Los Pollos truck replacing him.
Yep.
I don't know what this means for Hector's gradual decline, but it means something good for Mike and Gus's gradual incline. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Wait, that pool and him.
Yeah, this is the backstory, I think.
Isn't this where Gus lost his friend?
Yes. Hector's the one that shot his friend, remember?
Yeah.
Hector.
Don Eladio.
Don Eladio, that's the name. I was looking for, yes.
Bueno, dime, ¿cuáles son las grandes noticias?
Compré una compañía.
¿Sí? ¿Qué tipo de compañía?
Helados.
Okay, this is when he was building up.
Eladio, es un placer.
Pendejo. No hables a no ser que te hablen.
Oh my god.
Damn,
So
very strict
real
rules.
quick.
Una heladería en Albuquerque, nombrada en honor a usted, el griego guiñador.
The winking Greek.
Damn. Is he Greek? Because he does kind of look it.
I know, but he's speaking Spanish. Bilingual.
¿Se supone que soy yo? Oh, Sabrosito. ¿Y está guiñando?
He is winking.
¿Y qué? ¿Solamente el juguete?
I don't know if you noticed, but the guy with the long hair, he's that other guy that works for Hector.
Me gusta. Ándale, pues.
The driver that they shot. Oh,
It
really?
looks like him.
Yeah, it might be.
Eladio, qué gusto verlo, ¿eh? Está bien, está bien.
Ay.
Héctor.
Bolsa.
Bit of rivalry there.
Pero qué envoltura más lujosa. Wow.
Such a piss take.
Ah,
Ah, Los Pollos.
Yo diría los culos, hermano.
Oh, here we go. It's going to show him up.
¿Qué es esto?
Oh, look how many bags they're bringing in.
Allí.
Screwed over, love.
¿Qué es esto?
And look how much more professional it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, how embarrassing with that Hector now. Like yours looks like
Gustavo
holy
le
shit.
manda saludos.
Todo esto en solo un mes.
Gustavo sends his
1
regards.
month.
That's gonna rub him the wrong way.
Pero mira lo que nos dio Gustavo. Está impresionante, ¿no?
He's loving
Es
it.
okay.
Man can't congratulate him.
Parece que alguien está un poco celoso.
Tad.
¿Qué me dices, Sabrosito? De don Héctor. No. Me dice Sabrosito que el de Gustavo es más grande que el tuyo.
Yeah, man
Who
loves taking the piss
created
out of
this
everyone.
rivalry?
Héctor, estás muy serio, muy serio. Somos todos amigos aquí. Vamos,
Oh my god, he's the biggest gaslighter as well.
almorzaremos, brindaremos a tu
To your
pequeña
little shop.
Of
tiendecita.
course. Kind of feel bad for Hector here, I'm not gonna lie.
Está buena la camiseta, ¿eh?
Queda bien.
Full on wearing it.
And he's making a point of that rubbing it into. He knows what he's doing.
¿Vienes? No lo insultes.
Oh. True, so now they're investigating the entire shop. Oh, I didn't think of those consequences. The DEA, oh my god.
Damn.
Pop?
Hey, honey.
Almost didn't recognize the number.
I'm sorry. They changed my hours up at work. I'm still getting used to it.
Oh.
And they changed the work as well.
You go okay?
Yeah, thanks to those movers you got, all I had to do was watch.
Paying for everything.
It's good?
It's great. Kaylee loves her new school. The neighborhood's friendly. We feel safe.
Look what he's listening about, and then look what he's
I
looking
know.
at.
He's done it all for this.
Don't know how to thank you.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just glad you're enjoying it.
Doesn't even want to thank you, man.
Do you want to come over for dinner?
Tonight?
Sure, I'm making lasagna. There'll be plenty.
Come
That's
on.
very sweet, but I don't want to put you out.
Brother, you've just paid for it all. Go and eat your food.
There's someone here who wants to see you.
Love it. Oh.
Ice cream. Oh, is she snoozing?
Close.
She had ice cream. She's right away.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll have his.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm fine.
Poor guy. Done all this, still can't feel at peace.
Nacho, nacho, nacho.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
They ain't wasting any time.
Everyone must know who he is.
I need to see your boss.
Okay, well, I'm the assistant manager. Manager's actually not here today.
No, the manager. The boss.
The big boss.
Man, name me some words.
Well, he's not here at the moment. I'm sure I could help you with whatever you need.
I need drink.
Like, now.
Yeah, trust me, you can't help him.
This guy has no idea why.
I wait.
You don't have to do that. I'd be happy to take a message. I'm sure Mr. Fring wouldn't want to keep you waiting.
Nacho's just like, this ain't going to plan.
12-piece bucket with the jumbo fries and...
Who's that guy? Did he just feel uncomfy and leave?
I don't think you can smoke that cigar inside.
Excuse me, sir. You can't light that in here. Sir? There's no smoking on the premises.
Literally right next to the sign.
Please, sir, look at the signs. No fumar. You can't. It's a health code violation.
He's proven a point. Oh my god.
Employees only. Sir?
Gus, where you at? You need to come ASAP.
No way.
Yeah, Nacho's like, just leave him.
Yeah. Nacho has some morals, man,
I
at least.
know. Like, what are you doing? A kid
mother
and
and
the
daughter,
mother.
yeah.
Sir, you're not allowed back here.
It's like, you have no idea what I'm allowed to do.
Damn. Man has just taken over the restaurant.
Gus Fring is a pillar of our local business community, and not just for underwriting our travel raffle, but for making the best damn chicken in town.
He really was in good with all the feds and everyone.
Yes. I'll be right there.
His voice changed real quick, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll be right there. Like, damn. I could see these two talking it out too.
I want you all to go home now. You will be compensated for your full shifts. Normal schedule tomorrow.
I've been told they can't leave.
Go now. We are closed for today.
Damn. This is epic.
You sure you want to be left with these guys?
I'm fine now. You go home.
Should I call someone?
That's really sweet of him.
That will not be necessary, truly.
You sure?
Please do as I ask. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh.
If only knew what kind of man he's talking to.
I know.
He's waiting in the office.
Of course he is.
I know where he is.
Damn, in his
Was
office, in his
expecting
chair.
it. Yep.
This is sick.
Took you long enough.
Man's making a point.
There's got gum at the bottom of his shoe.
Don Hector. Mine is a cartel business. But it is mine.
Making that clear.
My employees are civilians. Your actions here today have endangered them,
Yes.
my interests, and those of the cartel.
Oof. Big warning. Whereas his employees
I
aren't
am the
civilians.
cartel. And from now on, you are my mule. You are going to bring my product north.
Sorry, what?
Mierda.
He must be higher ranking than Gus at the moment because makes sense. He's been there longer.
Oh my god.
I understand that your supply line has been compromised. And this is most unfortunate.
Look at him
However,
making a
my
mess.
trucks are already at maximum capacity.
Make room.
You don't know how this works.
You must understand that I answer to one bolsa.
You want to cry to Bolsa? Cry to Bolsa. Or hell, Eladio.
Okay.
He's very confident in himself.
Did Don Eladio approve this?
No.
I approve this.
What threats are you going to make?
You're doing it.
Damn.
I don't know. It was just, you're doing it and that's it. I approve it. There's
You
no
can see
threat.
Gus holding his tongue back,
Yeah.
but man's not going to stand for it. You just know Gus's brain right now is burning.
Ooh. What's that smile?
Oh, is that the outcome he wanted?
Must have been.
So he's still playing to his hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's clear he's definitely lower at the moment. He can't
Yeah.
talk to him as I assumed. Do you reckon by his vehicles doing it, he'll prove his competence over Hector's
Yeah,
and then get
maybe.
the job?
Oof, that's a lot of cash.
Couple of fat stacks. All
For
you have to do
one
is throw some
job.
shoes up and shoot them.
For one job. He's giving it
What's
back?
he doing?
Tell him we're square.
What? No.
Oh, shit.
We're square for what? Mike never takes cash he doesn't feel he's earned. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to impress Gus too. Man, that can't be bought.
for sure.
I would like to apologize
to each and every one of you who yesterday had to endure the behavior of those men.
Had to endure.
It was unacceptable.
Alright, so what are you doing about it?
Despite the difficult circumstances, you all acquitted yourselves impeccably. That said, if any of you wish to seek counseling due to lingering trauma, speak with me
Oh my
privately,
god.
and it will be arranged.
He's a good employer.
We have to make sure it's
You
looking
will all
after
be
his business.
receiving
For
24
sure.
hours of overtime, as I am sure in one way or another each of you brought this incident home with you.
Damn, that's pretty good.
Mr. Frang, who were those guys?
Getting quick.
Well, some of you know that many years ago, I opened my first Los Pollos Hermanos in Michoacán. Shortly thereafter, those same men showed up.
Okay.
They wanted money. And I'm ashamed to say that I paid them.
He's really going down this route.
He's very careful with his cover story.
Yesterday, they came here.
Okay.
Here. They intimidated my customers.
You ain't putting up with that shit.
I must confess that I almost gave them what they wanted.
Almost.
Then I thought, no.
So animated.
This is America. Here, the righteous have no reason to fear.
Righteous.
And when they saw that I had no fear of them, they ran, like the cowards they are, back across the border.
Damn, man,
Really?
singing his praises.
They will not return. We will move on from this.
Seems very sure of that. They will not return.
I promise you that together we will prosper.
What a speech.
Damn, everyone's pretty jet up.
Hello, I'm calling to confirm an appointment for Charles McGill. Yes, it's 215 San Cristobal Road.
Oh, she's trying to see something where he's booked in.
I thought it was you guys. Guess I was wrong. Thanks anyway.
A lot of work.
Yes, that's it. 2:30 tomorrow? Great. So, we're gonna need to cancel that. Yeah.
All right, what's the play here?
No.
Yeah.
Really? Martin's Handyman and Repair. 2:30 tomorrow.
Thank you. How many calls did that take?
A lot.
Thank you. Seriously.
You're welcome, seriously.
Someone who stuck by him when he was his most realist, you know.
You're absolutely sure you got the right guy for this?
No, the creme de la creme.
Are they talking about Mike?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because he is the creme de la creme. Gonna be Mike, please.
Martin's Repair.
Yeah, Mr. McGill.
Oh my god, dude. Who would have thought these two would meet?
I know.
The frame is boarded over, but the door itself is intact. The damage is mainly to the door jamb. The casing is another step up here.
That's okay, we'll work it out, love.
There was a time, remember, when we could leave our doors unlocked.
Oh my god, he's playing the character really well.
Where do I plug in?
You don't?
Nowhere.
No. Didn't you? I believe my assistant was very clear with your dispatcher.
Alright, calm down.
No electricity due to a condition that was explained in some detail.
Skedaddle.
Good thing I charged my battery. I'd be going at it like Fred Flintstone.
I love Mike's brilliant.
Sorry, I understood there would be no power tools of any kind.
Just go somewhere else.
Turns a morning job into 2 days with me, myself, and Ben Gay. But it's your call.
Does he want a 2-day job?
Very well.
doesn't want him in sight, which is perfect. He can do his little thing without having Chuck overlooking.
I'm not gonna lie, they're two very different worlds. You got Mike and then you got Chuck.
I know.
Make it a long-lasting one. Make sure the man's gone.
So taking photos of the destroyed property? Is that what's happening here?
Suppose so. Because there'll be no receipt of it being fixed because no real fixman came.
True.
Nice. Great. Yep, nice.
It's got doubles.
A gas lantern sitting on a stack of friggin' Financial Times. Now that tells the whole story. These are museum quality.
Love it. Love it.
You, my friend, are the Ansel Adams of covert photography.
I have no idea who Ansel Adams is, but I assume it's good.
What's this?
How'd you get it?
Address book on his desk.
Right.
What is it?
You did fix the door, right?
Yeah.
You did a reasonably good job of it because otherwise
You won't be grumbling to anyone.
That's all I'm asking.
I did it right.
He always does.
Thank you.
Nice to fix something for once.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
Hell, if that's how you feel, I got a leaky toilet back at the office. All right. If you ever need anything from my end,
you know where to call.
I'll still away go.
You can tell, like, Jimmy wants to have a bit more in the relationship, but Mike's very closed. Oh, personally.
Oh.
May we talk?
You can park it over there.
He's giving the orders now.
You sent back the payment we agreed upon.
Right.
What I did, I didn't do for you.
So no payment.
If I may make an observation.
Here we go.
Perhaps you are trying to correct something which cannot be corrected.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not the kind of thing I want to take money for.
But the fact remains that your actions benefited me more than you can know.
That's your business.
And not his.
I'm just glad to have Salamanca out of my head.
Let's hope it
He's
stays
not really
that
out of
way.
his head, though, is he?
Well, perhaps in the future, you will consider working for me.
Oh, this is when he makes his play.
Could be. That'll depend on the work.
Interesting. Interesting. I thought he would like deny it straight away.
Would you care to know why I stopped you from killing Hector?
Oh, I'd love to.
Like you said, it wasn't in your interest.
A bullet to the head would have been far too humane.
Oh. Oh. And Gus doesn't really open up to anyone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't think Gus was going to leak that.
Yeah. He's very forthcoming in this. At least to Mike.
The way he delivered that line, too.
Yeah.
For...
He can go from like, yes, to it is inhumane. Like, it's full on serious.
Yep, you nailed the Pudgey.
Would you care to know why I stopped you from killing Hector?
It is inhumane.
Jimmy?
You guys aren't going to know what slapped you in the face.
Such an awkward interaction this is going to be. Oh, I was waiting for Kim.
Howard.
Kim?
Chuck.
Kim?
The fact that they're all here is wild.
I'm so ready for this conversation.
Mr. McGill, does this work for you?
It'll have to do. Thank you.
I assume everyone left their cell phones and so on at reception.
Yes, indeed.
Do you reckon Jimmy didn't?
The terms of the deal are for you, James, to report to your pre-prosecution service officer at the Albuquerque District Attorney's Office.
Save it. Save it.
Community service hours will be assigned.
Look at Chuck. He's so smug in this punishment.
Because he's like, how else could he get out of this?
Your client understands that if he violates the terms of the agreement or is arrested for any infraction, the crimes to which he has confessed here will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
He hasn't confessed anything yet.
Your confession will be referred to the New Mexico Bar Association.
Calm down, buddy.
Okay, I have your statement.
He's playing
here.
into the
Has everyone
negativity.
Comments?
He's gonna go bam, slap in the face.
He damaged the victim's property. Would it not be more accurate to say destroyed a cassette tape?
I'm sorry, wasn't the cassette tape his property?
Of course it was.
Then it seems entirely accurate to say he damaged the victim's property.
Oh, okay.
Playing on words.
Damaged property belonging to the victim.
It was a cassette tape. That's what it was. Not a teacup, not a chair, a cassette tape.
And?
Destroyed item of personal property.
Kind of meet him in the middle somewhere.
We'd suggest destroyed item of personal property.
Miss Wexler?
Works for us.
Hey.
Shall I change it or?
If you would.
You're really drawing this out.
Yep.
So, we're all set?
No, not all set, Mr. McGill. Your brother may be satisfied, but I am not.
Oh, here we go.
Frankly, I sense a lack of remorse. And I, for one, would like to hear an apology. Charles deserves at least that much.
What the hell? Where's she coming from, y'all?
Now?
Yes, Mr. McGill, now.
Shit. All right then.
Okay. I was wrong.
Mr. McGill, could you at least look your brother in the eye?
Oh my god, strong but fair to the T, yeah? Very definition of it.
I'm very sorry. I lost my temper and I did some things, so many things that I regret.
Very vague.
I shouldn't have broken down your door.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter how I was provoked. I shouldn't have done that. There's no excuse for that or for the things that I said.
Okay, all right.
I regret it all of it, more than you can imagine. Because you're my brother.
Oh,
and no one should treat his own brother like that.
It's talking like you shouldn't have done that to me as well.
Mr. McGill, according to your agreement, you have 2 weeks to pay your brother back.
I would like to pay up now, if I may.
You may.
Okay.
$321.
Ms. Hay, I'm sorry. That figure doesn't represent a full accounting.
Are you sure?
I believe the correct amount is $323.98. That includes the cassette tape.
Relax.
Oh my god, what are we doing here?
Thank you. $323.98, including the cassette tape.
Nah,
Every
Chuck
dollar,
is too
every
much.
cent?
Even Jimmy's like horrified. Like, are we serious now?
What do you say we get you home?
I'm waiting for the play.
Chuck, I'm putting you both on notice regarding the bar hearing. First thing, I'm filing a motion to suppress that tape.
Here we go.
You knew Jimmy was going to break in. You wanted him to. There's no way you were going to let him destroy the only copy of that tape, so you made a duplicate.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
100%.
yes.
This is not how we do discovery.
Actually, Jimmy destroyed the duplicate. It's fine, Howard.
Are we taping him now?
The original is under lock and key, and in due time it will be put into evidence for your review. So, of course, file whatever motions you'd like. It's your privilege.
Chuck couldn't hold his tongue.
Motions aside, that tape will be played.
Okay, let it be played. So will our tape.
See you, Kim.
See how smug Howard is.
Pull it out, Kim, pull it out. I want to see it.
Well, what?
Bingo.
Bingo, baby.
Oh, dude, they have no idea. They're so smug.
I know.
And they're falling right into their trap. Man, oh man, are things heating up.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 has not disappointed in the slightest so far. Every episode, I feel like, has just covered so much ground.
I'm loving season 3. Like, I
You
don't
can
know.
see them step it up. Like,
Yes.
just the pacing, the scope, everything's really being put into play now.
Yeah, and the addition of Gus and where the story's at between the brothers, like there's all this tension in the air and you can really feel it's coming off the screen.
Yeah, all right, well, let's start off with Jimmy and Kim at the end there.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand their plan.
No.
I just know that they've got a plan in motion and that Chuck and Howard seem to be playing into it. I wonder, probably a bit far-fetched, but I wonder if Mike could have replaced the tapes. Because he did get him to move away from his desk.
Yes.
And if he could change the tape.
Yes.
I don't know if that's going far-fetched or not. Other than that, because the photos of the door and everything else...
What would you replace the tapes with? Like just Jimmy saying something else? Like Jimmy being vague with his words, like they recorded another one and they swapped the tapes or something?
Yeah, well...
It could be that.
I don't know.
Or that, and I think they would have taped Chuck right at the end there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about. That's my next thought.
Yeah.
I wonder if getting Chuck to admit that was what they taped, which in that case, I'm assuming would hamper the evidence because it would prove that he was sort of setting it up.
Yes.
Because they got them to agree when you were waiting, you set it up, and then he said it's all right. So Howard was actually smarter because he was being very careful with his wording.
And I think the fact that Chuck said, you know, Kim, it's not what you're used to. Like, they're more lenient on evidence, blah, blah, blah,
This
blah,
could
blah.
backfire.
Yes.
They're really taking him to town.
Which means for him to say that and her to be okay with it made me feel like that's why they were recording. Because, like, okay, cool. They're going to be lenient on evidence. We've got our own evidence then, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Chuck, man, the man is just way too much of a rule follower. Like, you're already doing very well for yourself. You're a partner in a massive firm. You're going to take your brother to town over a small price discrepancy. Like, what are we doing here?
I know. Like, calm down.
I thought that apology might have reached him a little bit. And then Chuck's response, I'm like, dude, it didn't reach shit.
Yeah, you can, and they sat on the, like, which is probably how you see it anyways, but they are brothers at the end of the day on complete opposite ends of the table and people in between them. Like, it's very cold. Even just, like, when he was apologizing, I felt like Chuck didn't make the full effort to turn around, and he was just like, and turn back. I'm like, what? What are we doing? Like, he is your brother. He's not, like, a criminal. I don't know.
Yeah. I also loved, this was the episode that Hector came into the restaurant. Was that last episode?
This episode.
Was that this episode?
This episode.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, dude, we
So
covered
much
so
happened.
much.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you. I was like, am I thinking of a past recording? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This episode.
Wow, we actually covered a lot in this episode then.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. I see why people feel like this is so important if you love the characters of Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
because even seeing Hector and Gus's interaction.
Yes, early on.
Early on, getting more backstory on Don Eladio and just that whole, how the cartel runs and everyone's hierarchy.
Just interrupt you for a second. I was so proud of myself. As soon as, like, the water came on screen, which was the first scene, I just knew we were at that house. I just had this feeling. It just, the way it was recorded, it felt the same as, like, when Gus's head was, like, shoved in there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Did you pick up on that
Gus's
at all?
head was shoved in there?
Wasn't Gus's head, or maybe it was his friend's head, remember?
I know his partner was shot in there. I don't remember Gus's head being
But there
shoved in
was a scene, that episode, or an episode somewhere there in Breaking Bad where, anyways.
Yeah.
I was just proud of myself.
No, you picked up on that really quickly. It was awesome to just get more of it, especially now that we're familiar. You get to see what, just the grueling work and time that Gus put in, even seeing the hierarchy with Hector. I just assumed that everyone was on equal footing.
Yeah.
But obviously Hector's been there longer. He's older. He's still probably a bit higher up than Gus, just in the way the hierarchy was working.
Yeah.
But he has no idea the man that he's messing with.
Well, you can see the respect that Don Eladio has for Hector, the way he speaks to him and with him, and but now there's like a new guy in town and Hector's position is being threatened, and he can feel that. That's what that scene at the pool was, I felt.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Gus showed him up big time. I felt a little bit bad for Hector, but then you remember, you know, the man he really is and the business he conducts, and he's pretty, you know, at the end of the day, he reaps what he sows. But yeah, he's rocked up. You know, he's probably been in the business for 20 years. He was pretty proud of himself. Like, I bought my own business, probably more old school method.
Yeah.
And Gus is more of a new school. You know, he's a bit more savvy with the methods up to date, and he's come very professional and shown him up. And you'd feel pretty ashamed. You're like, dude, why is this new kid making my newest achievement look like yesterday's news?
Yes. Yeah.
And so you can see that little rivalry building from even back then.
Yeah, and Don Eladio is creating that rivalry. Like, he's really putting them against each other, which, sure, he benefits from that. But it doesn't help the situation. There's going to be an uprising in your ranks, essentially.
Yeah, just crazy. Pretty intense scenes, man. Don Eladio is he's a weird, like the whole introduction scene was awesome, but he has sort of an edge. You don't know, you can't take anyone genuine.
Nah.
Because you feel like that you just had the slightest thing wrong, or you don't know what game everyone's playing. Oh, it was just great. And then Hector coming into the Los Pollos restaurant and just anticipating Gus's entrance in there and the way his mood shifts. I mean, it's just cool to see these interactions.
But even then, we felt like Gus was on the back foot, but really he wasn't. That was the play that he wanted him to play into.
Yeah, he plays the long game.
Obviously, we know why he gets. I think you were right. Like, he gets the upper hand in Eladio's, I guess, eyes.
Well, if he's running the campaign steadily, that
he can do it
Hector
himself.
couldn't.
Yes.
I think he knows the long-term goal. Maybe.
Yes.
There has to be some way where he overcomes Hector that Hector's not seeing right now.
Interesting. Things are just really getting spicy at this point.
Yep. I loved even the small inclusion of it. Just Nacho is, you know, he's one of the few guys that
enjoy having him around.
Yeah, you can tell he's a bit of a Mike and the Jesse in the sense that he's got a good heart. He's messed up in the wrong business. I'm not saying he's a, you know, innocent person, but with a family, he's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, it's not even a second thought. Why would you block a mother and daughter from going out? He's not just blindly following. He's got standards.
Yes. Yeah, and I think we appreciate that, you know. Again, we know what we're watching. We're not watching, like, Rainbows and Fairies and whatever. We're watching some corrupt people, some criminals. And it's funny because it then goes back to, I'm pretty sure it was Mike, wasn't it? About, like, good criminals and bad people. Or what was that? You got good criminals, bad criminals. Like, it's just...
You got, no. Like, it was... Anyway, we're not going to do justice, but essentially, I hate when you bring things up and you don't know what they are, because then it's just
I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Essentially, like you can be a good person and a criminal.
Yes.
Or a bad person and like not a criminal or whatever. It was like that duality.
That's pretty much it.
It's probably not, but you get the point.
No, I think it is. And you see that come into the characters. You see that live through the characters, like Nacho, or I'm not saying he's the best person ever in this world, but you see in that small example.
Well, look at how, like, I don't know, man. I know this is like the lawyer firms or whatever, but even how Howard and Chuck are treating people close to them.
Yeah.
Versus how someone like Mike or maybe even Gus, let's stick with Mike for now, Mike and Nacho maybe would treat their family. You know, they're like, doing criminal work.
Think to do that.
Yeah, 100%. And even Jimmy, he was doing criminal work, but he had a good heart, and now he's just caught up in his vendetta.
Yeah.
But he probably had a much more genuine heart than someone like Chuck or Howard, who are always playing some sort of game and angle.
Yeah, I'm really loving that thread throughout, like, all the episodes. You're really seeing those themes play out.
Yeah, and now they've offered, well, Gus has offered Mike his first tentative steps into his business.
Yeah.
And I thought Mike was going to say no right out of the bat.
Same.
But depends on the work. He's entertaining
Depends on the work. I mean, he saw that one guy was just doing drop-offs. So we know where that ends up.
I wonder when the point reaches where Mike's going to snap and start killing again. Because he does not want to kill, which is an interesting layout we've added.
It has to be with Walter. Or do you reckon it's before then?
Walter's not going to be in this.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, Walter could be in this, but I didn't think they were going to include him.
No, I'm not saying Walter's in this. I'm saying that might be when he started killing again. Or did he start killing before that?
He was already killing.
Okay.
I don't think he started because of Walter. He was already well and truly involved in Gus's business. So I don't know, but I feel like within his backstory will be a point where he starts to kill. Maybe when the line between civilians and people in his business is blurred, you know, because he was, it's interesting because he was very willing to kill Walter and Jesse, but as you can see, he didn't necessarily want to. It was just business.
Yes.
So I wonder when he crosses that point where even if he sees people that are not necessarily, you know, fully guilty.
Well, I think that the difference as well with that is that Walter and Jesse aren't civilians; they're in the game, and that's what he said this episode. And
I don't think he wanted to kill them.
No,
so I'm saying, I'm just saying. It's cool to see the point he crosses the line.
I don't think he wants to kill anyone, but I think he understands
he wants
that.
to kill Hector, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think he understands the distinction between people in the game and just like innocence, and I love how we draw that distinction for his character. And you go back to that speech about his son not being corrupt and he wasn't part of the games, but he still got killed even though he was innocent. But I was part of the game and I played the game and I'm still here. And I love how he uses that to now determine where that line is. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you do want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.